All right, guys, you're live.
All right, you caught us mid-conversation talking about. I can't hear you.
Oh,
I hear
hey.
me loud and clear, which is really
Hey.
all I need just to hear myself. Is
Sure.
we were just discussing.
Squirrel? Just kidding.
Oh, you're gonna love this story. I can't wait to talk about Peanut the squirrel, but it's election day, and it is just consuming everybody's day.
Yeah. People are
And,
going to stay up till 2 o'clock in the night, I've heard, to watch what's happening.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the Super Bowl
Meddy
hangover.
is having a party at his house for
Is
this
he?
event.
Meddy, you didn't invite me?
Yes. We're going to
Man.
crash it. You want to crash it?
No, I don't want to go.
Uh,
Although I do love Meddy, I do not want to go to a party.
I was like, listen, he's like, Kristy, you know, this goes on all night. Like, I will have to stay up till 2 in the morning to squat. And I was like, what?
Well, I'll tell you, if everybody remembers last year, it got weird in the middle of the night. So
That's what he said.
Yeah. Well, you can't say that. We might get banned on Facebook now. So
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
we're gonna have to start doing this on X, Arganda. X, where we can have some free speech.
Oh, no. Can you imagine
So
where we could go?
I've been complaining that my feed has been weird on Facebook.
Yeah, I saw that post. I was like,
'Kay.
what is going on with your feed?
And I have a theory. I let a few political posts slip through, which I try to
You
keep off of
liked
there.
them.
And I think
That was
Facebook's
it.
punishing me.
That was it.
Isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, has anybody else ever done that where they
Oh,
like,
yeah. It's happened to me many
This
times.
is why I tell you I don't respond to bad things because none of it. So it stays off my feed.
yeah, I don't know. I just sure feels dirty to me. I also do yell
Is
horrible
it all
things.
the political things coming up
I
or
yell-
all the crazy
I yell
women?
horrible things into my phone when I think it's being sketchy.
Why are you listening to me?
Yeah, I would be listening, start posting stupid
Okay.
ads or whatever, and I'll be like, I hate my iPhone. and
Let's
see what
just
happens.
even say that. We all know that the phones do hear us. So you don't even technically
Yeah.
have to like something. All you do is talk about it. And
It's way worse
or
than that.
maybe is it like your friends
Is
like
everybody
something? Like,
aware
what
of how
happens?
bad it is? So
No, but I just know that happens.
it
to
all
me.
integrates into like a hub. So if you are in your text messages,
Shush it, because that
will
would make
pull
sense.
into what
like if you
gets-
talk about Christmas trees.
it'll get pushed into your social media. If you are in your messenger, which is supposed to be encrypted, private, whatever, those things are recognized.
That makes sense.
Okay, now you want to know how creepy it is? Your pictures.
My personal pictures.
Your pictures are clearly AI can read pictures, right?
Good God.
And so like I
So it's
I
not my
took a
phone
picture
listening
of
to
a
me. It's
dog.
my actual activity on the
It's-
phone that
Oh,
gets him.
it's everything. It's everything. It's listening to everything we say right now.
Even when I think it's a secret post.
We
I
don't
mean,
like it.
That could be pretty sticky for some messages. Even the
I
private
can only
messages.
imagine.
Are you
yes.
telling me the private messages get action as well?
Which is, that's
Oh.
the state of the world these days. We are all under
Wild.
surveillance all the time.
Well, I'm sorry you're being attacked by political things on your.
I'm not being attacked by
Facebook.
I think I'm like being restricted from them.
Oh, shut up.
So all I'm getting is the most nonsensical ads and stuff that clearly doesn't apply to me. And I'm getting like these bizarre reels of things that I'm clearly not, like WNBA basketball, like
Weird.
really
You're
weird
in trouble.
stuff.
They're
Yeah.
gonna ban you. They're gonna
But
be
I'm
like,
not seeing
what
any
is
of my
it when they
friends'
put
stuff.
you in jail?
Yeah, I'm not seeing any of my friends' stuff. And I'm not seeing any relevant stuff. Like, it's not football stuff.
It's
I'm
just
telling
weird
you, it's
stuff.
it's the most random crap.
What if they put you in Facebook jail? What
Yeah.
would you do?
So again, things that we found out over the last couple of years, they 100% will like restrict your feed or your algorithm.
If they don't like what you're doing.
Yeah, like it's pretty wild.
Hmm.
Try it out, see how it goes.
That's crazy.
It's creepy.
It is
Super
creepy.
creepy.
Ugh.
So yeah. Anyway, hope everybody is getting the opportunity to get out and vote. If I read or heard correctly, like early voting numbers were the highest they've ever been,
Yeah, because nobody wants to wait in those lines.
which is also crazy because that is even comparable to the COVID vote.
Ugh. Well, I got mine mailed to me, so then I was able to fill it out at my home and really do my research, and then take it in and dink, put it in and all as well.
Would you vote on Prop 804?
Not telling you.
I don't know. I just made that up. So.
Tell me that has not been the question
There's
in the
so
last
many
week. Did you
things,
vote? Did you
and I'll
vote?
tell
Did you
ya,
vote? Did you vote? I'm like, did you mind your own business?
While we're wrapping up this election year, I hope everybody knows how horse crap all these ads are. A, they're super annoying. B, they're straight. If you see one that's not actually an endorsed and it's by a PAC or whatever else, It's basically 100% BS.
I feel like I'm being stalked by them through my text.
Yeah,
I'm literally getting awake. 1 o'clock in the morning last night, I got something. I was like,
yeah. With like this
What
much
the
research, you can
heck?
find out what is actually happening, and people just don't. They just don't look into anything. It's pretty wild.
well, yeah, because Michelle just read a whole book to me on stuff, and I was like, oh shoot, I got that book. I didn't look at that book,
Yeah.
but it was
pretty wild.
very educational. Read the
Yeah.
book. Read the book, guys.
So anyway, go vote.
Go vote.
Go be heard.
Well, listen, you can't talk bad about it or complain about it if you're not voting the way that you choose.
Well, unfortunately, that's the upside of America. Is you can.
Yeah, you can.
You can still currently have some freedom of speech, although it's
well, if
arguably
you're not
in jeopardy this
putting
year.
your vote
so,
in, then does it really matter?
yeah. Great question. I'd love to hear people's thoughts on
Does it really
on all
matter?
this stuff right now.
We
but
could do a whole hour of podcasting on.
I
what
could do a
people-
whole
What-
hour
What
of
if we had
crap.
people call in?
I could do a whole hour of crap talking about
Yes,
the
you could.
world.
Does the squirrel have anything to do with this
'Kay.
situation?
Now we're getting to the interesting part. So, is anybody aware of this squirrel? What's the squirrel's name, Arganda? Peanut the squirrel?
Peanut.
What is Peanut doing?
You've never heard of Peanut the squirrel?
No.
So Peanut the squirrel is famous. Jeff, while we're talking, maybe you can like see if you can Google or find.
Is this the one that goes?
Okay.
Okay, so Peanut the
Oh,
squirrel is a
no.
pet. A guy has him in his house, had him since
This
he was
is
a
the
baby.
bad news story. I caught a glimpse of it and I
Okay.
did not like it because it was.
Somehow, the government thought it was a good idea to go into this guy's house armed, take his squirrel and pet raccoon, and they didn't throw him to the wild. They didn't give him a chance.
Killed them?
They euthanized him.
What is wrong with
What is
people?
wrong with the world? Like you talk about you couldn't find a park for a squirrel, or
Well, you're the only. This is so funny. This was yesterday, and something had come up, and I just remember hearing him say they killed them, and I was just like, can't watch it. I didn't even go any further.
Yeah.
That's awful.
It's pretty weird.
Because this guy, he's a whole character, right? Like people
He's
have been
like
watching him. He's had
yeah,
him a few
he's got like a
years.
YouTube channel or whatever else. So yeah, that's poor Peanut the squirrel who.
Do you just think at what point what is right with the world? What is wrong with the world?
Listen. This all goes back to my you get so far that you can't see the trees through the forest. Like at some point, you're telling me you couldn't have found something better to do with this
With- yeah.
squirrel.
Or with
Listen, I'm not a squirrel.
State authorities
softie or
euthanized a
anything.
local
You-
squirrel who became a social
you can get
media
this off
star.
the screen, Argyle.
As we
With,
first reported
our
on Wednesday, the
government
Department
money,
of
you couldn't
Environmental
find something better to
Conservation
do?
seized Peanut the
There's not like
squirrel
somebody
and a
breaking the
raccoon
law,
named
like
Fred
truly breaking
during
the
an
law?
armed raid at Peanut's Freedom Farm in Pine City. This story made national headlines and is still
Yes.
today. Today we learned
Raided
both
the
animals were
squirrel.
put down, and we learned that the Chemung County Health Department was also involved in this. Our 18 News investigative reporter Nick Dabina is here with more, including
All the
the emotional
craziness going on
reaction
in the
from
world.
Peanut's
Saddest
owner, Nick.
All the BS.
Hey, Jim.
And
Well,
someone
before
found
publishing this
time
story,
to
we
go
called
get
Peanut's
this
owner to
squirrel.
ask if he had
killed them. They
received any
literally
updates
killed them.
on Peanut's
I'm glad we
fate
don't look like
2
news
days
stories.
after the raid.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was not a great news story, but
I thought you were going to
Anyway,
give me a funny
no.
story.
it's doom and
and
gloom
that-
today.
Who
But, like-
are you right now? Why did we have to talk? Now it's coming up on my feed.
Doesn't it-
This is
Now
awful.
hold on. Does that not bother you?
I'm so mad. No, it is just weird that ironically that it
Yes.
just I got a tad bit of it and now you've given me the whole story.
Yes. It's pretty weird. You know, I'm sure that this is one of those
Whoever went and did that, I hope you didn't sleep well that
Yeah,
night.
some-
I really do.
some government bureaucrat was like, oh, we've got a policy about squirrels in a building or, and then they went
And they
in
saved the squirrel, right? Like they saved it from it was going to die or something.
Yeah,
So
no.
they
They
originally-
saved it from having this charmed life where this guy would walk home and this squirrel
No,
would
not the
jump
policeman.
on his shoulder.
Like when they got the squirrel, it was injured or something. Originally, these people.
It was like a baby. It was abandoned.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just the craziest story. And you
Save
just
the
go,
squirrel.
yeah, man, our world is so crazy.
Just leave the squirrel alone.
I'm speechless.
That's
Yeah.
just.
I'm so sad.
And listen, take 5 minutes out of your day when you go sit in your truck before you go up to the store and just look at this story. And it just tells you how insane our world is.
Really, and that's really what it comes down to. I mean, we literally have children being abused. We literally, and this, and we're worried about a squirrel.
You tell me there's nothing better to do than euthanize
Everybody
a
better
squirrel?
get out there and vote, and you better have it like this time. This is why it matters.
How do you vote for not euthanizing squirrels?
This
like,
is
what?
why it matters.
Yeah, listen. It's just a sign of
just-
we've lost the plot.
We've lost our
Killing me.
Hashtag save the squirrel. That's all we're going to do.
Well, it's too late. The squirrel
It's
is
too late.
Yeah,
Squirrel's long
but the
gone.
next
savable.
squirrel that comes into
Yeah.
this situation.
You know Kristy's mad when she's banging on the table. She's been banging on
I'm
the
so
table.
mad you gave me this full story.
So Kristy prefers to not know things.
Don't want to know them.
So I like to fill her in on what's really going on in the world.
My day started out as a good
Yeah,
day.
I'm telling you,
Reality.
It's just sad. It just is sad.
pretty weird.
It's sad.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing the story.
So Kristy, how was your weekend?
Well, can we just show the witches battle? Because this was a fun event. So the Bullhead Chamber put on the witches battle with what is the? I don't know her name.
What's her
Why
name?
can't I think of it? Now it just popped.
We got
out
witches
of my
paddling out there,
head.
Arganda.
Yep,
Looking.
I sent him a picture, but maybe he didn't get it. So it was
Our internet down here is not so good.
Make It Your
Sometimes I
Tour,
get 'em,
and
sometimes I
Bullhead
don't.
Chamber got together and they did the witches paddle. So basically, I didn't really know when I signed up for it that you actually had to you didn't have to, but dress as witches, and it's this whole thing. Yeah, that's what they do. So we had a bunch of witches Saturday morning out on the river. It was really fun. I know, witches, yeah. It's a whole
Sounds
nother
great.
level.
I don't
It's a whole
know.
nother level. A few people fell in. It was cold.
Yeah, it was not great weather that day.
Can I tell you? I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm going to share our story. So Sarah had never been on a paddle board before, and my girlfriend Amy's like, "It's going to be fine. Just get in." Blah blah blah. So, we've done this a few times. So we're going down the river, and Sarah's stuck back at the launch ramp, just kind of doing circles. And Amy's like, "Just paddle, just paddle." And I was like, "Sarah, I'm coming for you." So I literally attached Sarah to me, and we went the whole ride together. It was great.
You're beating the hell out of this table today.
You have me all like. Listen, now I'm hot. We started as sad. We have to turn it to a positive. Yeah, there was a lot of. I think over 40 people, but it was great, and we ended at the Bell, which was nice.
At the Bell?
Yeah.
Oh, the
Little
one-
Bell restaurant.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really cool. And then, of course, I mean, you know how our night ended.
Yeah, that's
I know
looks
you
like
should have been the warlock on there. There was a few warlocks.
Yeah, I'm sure there were. Always dudes trying to get into weird stuff.
I tried to make Mitchell do it with me. He would not.
That's because he's a normal dude. Did they talk Bo into doing this?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Of
what she said.
course.
She's like, it took me
Yeah.
forever to talk him, and it was so
Yeah,
fun.
right.
Is that
It
him
was
right
so
there?
fun. No, Bo's on a jet ski. He's the lifesaver, Bo, as always. Oh, his
Those don't
family
look
was
like
out
paddle
there.
boards. They
Yeah,
look like canoes.
kayaks.
Those are
Well, some of them
canoes.
are. So you could rent a canoe. We did our boards. We took our own boards.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's good, Jeffrey.
So this is like a Halloween after Halloween thing.
I don't know, but it was great. Let me tell you, it would have
So
been much better
are you
had we
guys
not
gonna go do
had
it without the Halloween twist another time?
Yeah, I mean, my friends and I, we just
When?
do those things.
I want to know.
I don't know. Well, we talked about doing Valentine's Day.
Yeah, there you go. You guys should definitely do that.
That would be so
What would you call
exciting.
that one?
Hearts on the river.
Lovely.
Paddle to the sun.
You guys shall
paddle
do
to the
Cupid.
moon.
The lovely paddle. The love paddle.
She'll
Come
go
on.
out there in diapers and sashes and
How about you guys out there? Help us out. What should it be
And
called?
nobody wants to see us in no little diapers. You know what I'm saying?
I bet you there are people that do.
You know what? You're right. I mean, we just killed
you-
a squirrel for goodness
You
sakes.
underestimate the weird in people.
I do.
Yep.
Can we just talk about this?
Yes.
What the heck?
So let's hear Kristy's version of this story.
Well,
So you were nominated
third time.
third time, didn't
For-
win.
Didn't.
Definitely weren't putting the wine down.
Oh, boy. Oh, well. It's party time.
I even got the
All
wine
I
from the
know
other
is
table.
Other tables were
John
bringing
was like,
wine
"Kristy,
over.
do you need this bottle of wine?" I was like, "Yeah, bring it over."
Yeah. Uh huh. And
Well, because
then-
I was like, okay, listen, third time's a charm. I was like, man, okay, I might have a chance this year.
Yeah. And then Finley didn't win.
Yeah. So now we're sitting at this table. I was like, we're flipping this table over. Just kidding.
We were definitely plotting flipping the table over.
I was like, we're never doing this
Protest.
again. Forget this.
Yes. And then I
You
didn't even
almost
know-
left.
I was trying to leave from the time I got there, in all fairness.
In all fairness.
I was like, this food is taking too long. I'm about ready to go. So I ended up eating. And then
Thankfully.
there's cheesecake, so I stayed around a little bit longer.
Thankfully.
And
Because if you weren't there for this moment, I would have been so sad.
yes,
Because I didn't. Did you think about the Spirit Award?
I don't even remember the Spirit Award.
Well, I did not. Like, when we didn't win, I was just like, okay, we're just losers. Like, that's it. Like, I am doing something wrong. I think I'm doing things right, but I am obviously doing something wrong. And then Hildy gets up there, and she's fumbling. Do you remember? And she's like, where's the envelope? And she's like, Kristy. And I look.
Yeah.
We all look. And then she's like, Pro. And we're like, wow.
That was what you did. I didn't do that.
Oh.
I didn't do that. I was super confused because they did. They announced your first name, and then there's a long gap in between.
Yeah.
And you're like, is there
Is it
another Kristy? Like, what is happening? And so you were recognized. So what is the Spirit of Arizona Award?
Well, basically, they learned early on
It's your
that.
trophy. You can touch it.
Oh, okay. It's very heavy too.
Yeah.
But
It's a
basically,
high-quality
through the
trophy.
years, they have figured out
So
that.
put a fingerprint on it.
I know.
There you go.
Don't touch it. Just kidding. That people in their categories didn't always win, but they felt that they needed to still recognize them. So that's where the Spirit of Arizona, Laughlin, and Nevada. There's one more.
I'm sure there is.
What am I forgetting? I'm going to read them off to you. But so, yeah. So this is much different, right? I was in the communications category, which is obviously for the shows and all we do with that. But I feel like this is like a personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's kind of like, when we did Aces and we found people that were just so deserving, however, they didn't, like they crossed over into multiple categories. They were in multiple organizations, groups, lifetime things, and it kind of encompassed. And I feel like that's a lot of what this is, especially because, you created a lot of what you do. It was not like I believe a reporter won the communication one.
Yeah.
Makes a lot more sense than Kristy from the car dealership, right?
Right. Yeah. 100%.
And so what you have done is really abnormal and unique, and it's very cool to be recognized. So now you're a double award-winning Kristy from Finley.
Yes. Double
cool.
for the year. I mean, this is so exciting. And I spoke up there about how I had this whole, it was the first year that I wrote something out, and I was like, well, maybe you haven't been doing it right. Like, write something out. Maybe that gets you, maybe that'll manifest you to win. And then when I did not get my phone to do my speech, but I was like, Shane, somehow Shane's ideas always get me into jumping in the water or being chased by animals. But the truth of the matter is,
a couple times.
I know. The truth of the matter is, Finley gave us this great opportunity to kind of run with our ideas.
Yeah.
And you allow me to go on my crazy bandwagon, and you always have great ideas where I'm missing. You have these other ideas, and together, this is together.
Nah.
Yes.
It's all you.
Because not everybody would let me do all my crazy ideas. And I'm always grateful for you supporting my crazy ideas
Well,
and giving me your crazy ideas.
I'm very happy you're recognized. You do so much that I straight up could not do, and you really continue the initial vision we started
Yeah.
umpteen years ago,
I know.
trying to feature small businesses in town during tough times,
Yeah.
and turned it into this whole other thing. So
Well, and the truth is we can't do it without you. I mean, we can't do it without the community buying cars. We can't do it without the community letting us show up. We can't do it without people wanting to come on our show.
I know.
So I hope that you know how much I appreciate you appreciating me.
You're welcome.
Can we go for pizza after or something? I think I just had deja vu. Have we had this conversation before?
I feel like we have. I'm supposed to go eat tacos with Melody today.
Well, you should. I'm not going to lunch with you for that one.
I completely. I better have time because I'm so hungry, but I know I have a call in like 30 minutes. So
You're on a lot of calls lately.
so many calls.
We know you're angry if you don't get
We have a few
food.
photos to go through of the community awards if you guys
Well, I'll
want to check
tell
them
you.
out.
Before we do that, great event. They really do a nice job.
It was a great
I feel
event.
like the lady knew that we were trying to leave, and she kind of dropped hints not to leave.
Just like, listen, Finley Table, you better not leave.
Yeah. So I don't know if that was maybe just me in my head because I was trying to leave or whatever. But
I wouldn't have left either way.
yeah.
But yes, you were on your outskirts for sure.
And then they sat us right in the middle, so I couldn't sneak out easily. That was
Yeah.
not great.
No.
Yeah. Usually we're on the far outside.
We are. I
Yeah.
was like, why are we doing it right here? Well,
Yeah.
and my sister and my best friend surprised me. My girlfriend works for a hospice agency, Amy, and she was like, no, I'm not going this year. I'm like, oh. I'm like, what if I win? And she's like, nope. And then she brought my sister, and they actually ended up being the next table.
Yeah. So the rowdy table was not actually us. It was a combination of the two tables.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
Yeah. So, but yeah, let's go through. We had a lot of great folks win, and tell you.
So I'll read them kind of as we go, too. So
just a friendly reminder that some of the folks who didn't win are also great folks, and I know that
Yes.
not everyone gets recognized, but we really appreciate the contributions of everyone. Yeah, so
well,
that's
and
the
once you
food
kind
guy.
of get these people up here, I mean, this is the best of the best, So this is for one, the 27th annual, which is
And these aren't going to line up, so we're
crazy.
just going to go through photos as she's.
So Citizen of the Year is Butch Redman. That was amazing.
Yeah, so let's go with the screen.
Let's see.
Are you
don't-
doing those by Click Arganda? So go back, 'cause that was Matt Hanrahan. If you could, please. I believe they won
So,
Small Business.
Yes, Baron Pest
great,
Control.
Great guy. He's been Citizen of the Year, a bunch of other stuff. Go ahead.
Oh, that's Jessica. She won.
Entrepreneur, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct.
Sips
Listen,
and
look
Sweets.
at you.
Listen, I tell you, I
He pays
retain.
attention.
I retain more information than you give me
You
credit for.
You do, for sure. That is Jennifer Ronan, and she got humanitarian, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this was our category. She won.
Oh, she beat you.
Melody Cortez from Laughlin. She won that one.
Yeah, she did like editor or whatever, the Laughlin Entertainer. Is that what they
Yes.
said?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who do we got next?
Who do we got next?
Oh, that's all the judges. I mean, we know how hard it is to be judges. I can't even
Yeah.
imagine being judge on this table. And it takes
Great
a lot of
group of
time
folks
and effort.
right there.
Lots of discussion.
Yeah.
Lots of sleepless nights really trying to figure out what's the right thing to do.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I know how tough the Aces is to do. There's Matt
Yeah.
again.
Matt's a great speaker, man. He catches your attention.
Yeah, they boy, I'll tell you, they had like a little comedy bit going. They were committed to it.
They were.
That was the volunteer lady retiring.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, so many of these community events happen because of volunteers. The food banks, all of the golf tournaments that are put on, the bingo nights. I mean, all of this happens with volunteers. The food banks, it's all volunteer.
Arganda, is this where are these photos hosted at? That guy was awesome, by the way.
These are
awesome.
these are from the B.
So, guys, if you want to go to the B, check it out. Probably Laughlin Chamber. You can get the full details. It sounds super silly, but I'll tell you, just a little appreciation or a share or whatever else of whomever you're proud of and support goes a long way. I can't tell you how many times that I'll find Kristy and be like, "Hey, somebody shared our thing. They said thank you," and you're like,
Yeah.
"That means a lot to us."
It does. Well, and
So-
it's a great way to support small businesses or people, that you want to help. It sounds silly, but one like, one comment, one share is pretty huge in
Yeah.
our world.
And then maybe it'll get in front of my feed, in front of all these stupid ads
Maybe
I
we'll
get all
catch
the time.
you back
yeah,
up.
get me back in the loop.
Yes. Thank you, Laughlin Chamber, for putting on that event 27 years in a row. Like, that is very cool. Even
Yep.
through Corona and all that. We were the big winners during Corona.
Yeah.
Not this year. Good job, Dot Foods, though.
Yeah, Dot Foods does a great job,
Yeah.
and obviously they transitioned from previous leadership to the gentleman now, and they haven't skipped a beat. So
No.
congratulations to them. All the other winners, everybody who was nominated, anybody who was involved.
Yeah. Honestly, to be nominated, it comes from your peers. So it is really exciting. And then to make it to the top 4, that's a whole nother level. And then to, make it in front of the judges, it really is a complete honor. And I do not take it lightly, even if I was going to be a loser.
You're going to be the
But I'm
best.
so excited that I was a winner.
I'm going to be the best loser I can
Yes.
be. Which reminds me, all of these things are kind of fed in by what you do in the community. And we do have a bunch of community events coming up. We are transitioning out of the fall Halloween craziness into the winter shenanigans.
Yes, the light parade, the Women's Colorado parade, all of those things are happening. And of course, we don't want to forget about Thanksgiving. There will be a lot of places to drop off food and blankets and slippers.
Let's talk about forgetting Thanksgiving because people jump straight to Christmas after Halloween. What the hell?
Because there's not really, it's not so fun to decorate
You be careful
for
what you say right now. It's not about decorating.
So then you just get the Christmas stuff out.
No, I'm not a fan.
And you do realize that
I'm morally
they start selling
opposed.
October or Halloween stuff like in July, you feel like, and then they push the Christmas stuff
It's
on
all
you.
the more reason to reject it.
No,
Yes.
I'd love to decorate.
Listen, Target winning all of your money is not winning at Halloween or Thanksgiving.
You are right about that. Are you eating turkey?
No, it's overrated.
He eats turkey.
No, it's overrated.
You know what? But listen, tell me you don't love Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is the one holiday
It's
that
the
doesn't
least commercial.
Yeah, it doesn't consist
It's
of
the least
presents
commercial
and this and
holiday.
blah 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 blah. It just consists of time together. So
Yeah,
I feel like
it's
this
the least
is
commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about buying anything. It's about feeding people and being around
Yes.
each other and being appreciative.
Yes.
And lo and behold, our society rejects Thanksgiving the most.
True.
Shocker.
Go figure.
Yeah.
I love
Super
Thanksgiving
annoying.
though. That's one. It's probably my favorite holiday. For
It's
real.
my favorite holiday, even though I basically don't participate in it anymore.
Do you
It's
take
just
a
life.
steak with you? Like,
No,
can I
like,
cook this steak since you're
You
all
know,
having
the reality
turkey?
of Thanksgiving is a lot of people work, families are split up.
Yeah.
It's not the Thanksgiving I grew up with, but it is still like the one that means the most to me because
Yeah,
it
you're right.
doesn't have any BS attached to it. You
No.
literally just, hey, I'm making food, come over, share time with me. The end.
My
and watch football.
favorite thing to do is time together
And watch football.
and watch football. Ah, ha, ha.
There's like, I think the Steelers play either, I can't remember if it's Thanksgiving or a Christmas Day or something. And I was like,
That was a
Yeah.
big game for you.
imagine how pissed you are if you're a professional football player and they're like, hey, you're going to travel to Kansas City for Christmas.
You're just like, I
the
just want to
dead
stay
of
home
winter.
with my family.
Yeah.
No, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, all to entertain us and make money for the
That's
NFL.
why they make the big bucks.
Yeah. I mean, come on. We just talked about this. Sports are it.
Sign me up. And we're looking for a middle-aged. I don't know if you know this or not.
It's almost your birthday.
It's almost my birthday. Not pumped on it.
Are you going to reveal the age?
My birthday.
No, it's irrelevant. Nobody gives a shit. So
Everybody knows how
40
old
something.
you are.
40-something. I'll be one of those people.
Listen, when you hit 40, you just say 40 something. Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't even.
Whatever.
When people ask me when they're carding me, I'm like, "Are you carding me?" Oh, okay. How old are you? 40 something. They're like, 40 something. I'm like, yeah, believe me, you don't need to card me, bro.
Yeah.
But thanks. And then I suppose when you get to 50 something, you say there's a 50 something.
Yeah.
60s, then you get to retire. So then the age matters again.
Does it?
Yeah.
When do you start getting discounted food?
Oh.
55.
Jeff knows.
I'm 61. I don't lie about my
You
age.
lucky dog. Yeah. Are gone to
Let's
getting that
go.
discounted food.
Heck yeah, for the last
Why
10
aren't you buying
5
all
years.
the food then?
I know. We're
Well,
doing
I
this
mean-
wrong.
Yeah.
We're doing this wrong.
Yeah, we could have got way more food for our money. That's where my priorities are. I got to hang on to life long enough to get
Veterans
discounted
Day
food.
is coming up as well.
It is coming up, which is obviously a extremely important day to us in our country.
Yes.
I will tell you that I'm just stressed that our flags aren't going to make it to Veterans Day if this stupid wind doesn't
I know.
go away.
Well, we get rid of the heat, and we're like so excited about that. But we also know that we give that up for the W.
Yeah, so
I'm really excited. My Rotary does a veterans breakfast, so that's nice. And I have quite a few people from Finley joining me, so that's
Very
really nice.
cool.
Yeah. Do you
Yep.
want to join me?
No.
It's at 7 a.m. No pizza.
no.
Okay. If you change your mind, I'll be there.
I'm doing a independent gym day that day.
Good job.
When is it again?
It's next Wednesday.
Yep.
Yeah, that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the day.
Well, in case you're bored, we'll be there.
Noted.
Yes.
Very cool. Arganda.
I feel
We
stressed.
we have some events coming. Do you want to go through that, or you want to do a Jeff's deal of the week?
Let's do some events
All right.
because
okay.
I can't keep track of them.
Well, let's just say Christmas is on the rise.
What's the theme?
All right.
Snow globe? That's actually
I
like
think
Christmas
there's-
themed.
I
How
think
exciting.
There's different. Does it
There's
say?
two?
Yeah, I think
Can't
there's
even settle on
you
one?
do several.
The spirit of giving.
Listen, I like it. It's fun. It's a fun event.
Friday
Whether you're
night?
in it or you're sitting on the side. And guess what? They have a VIP section that you could pay $5 and sit in there this year. Anybody can do it. And so last year they're like, "Oh, you're
very-
not in the VIP section.
very
Exit out."
exclusive.
Yeah. I was like, listen.
Yeah.
So you can pay $5 and you can sit in there.
You
if
know,
you like
before we
to.
jump too far ahead, the parade is really cool.
It is.
Like everyone
big.
kind of comes together and does their
Again,
thing.
volunteer. That's the Women Council that puts that together.
But I remind people that it's not for you guys. It's for all those little kids that come out, right? Like,
Yeah, when the adults are like, "Give me some candy," you're like, "Bro."
not even just that, but like everybody's so into their own thing, and then you realize you do all that for that
Lose
kid.
sight.
Like, I mean, I'm about to be old, but like all those things you remember from your youth that were so special, someone put a lot of work in to make that happen for you. And this
Yeah.
is the same thing. Like, make it special for the kids.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's those memories. It's the small town feel, right? It's the reason
Yeah,
we
that's-
like to be in a small town.
Those kids won't remember a whole lot, but they'll remember that experience at a parade, you
Yeah.
know, and so just keep that in mind.
Yes.
Christmas on the Colorado.
The river. So
The Christmas
the
market.
Bullhead Chamber does what brought back the boats light up, yada yada. So that will be fun. It got bigger last year, and I'm sure will only be bigger this year as well.
This is still going on.
Yep, we are a drop off as well as a few other places. So
Did we get any
please-
socks yet?
No.
We're losing.
We are losing.
Sarah Miranda
Yeah.
kicks butt at that. She has a whole room full. So good job, Sarah.
Remind
we
me.
have failed you.
That looks like it for that.
There's a lot more. I was off my game today.
You're slacking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
there's
the
a lot
pressure
going
of
on.
the voting stuff and everybody, it's just a lot of.
Yeah,
it's
there's a
of
lot
pressure.
going on, and it's pretty wild to think like sometime tomorrow we're all going to have like a wildly different perspective on our country again. So
Like all the build up
wild.
happens, and it's kind of scary either way.
Yeah.
Like it's a little scary.
dun, dun,
Squirrels,
dun.
you know?
Yeah,
I mean, squirrels.
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 Just imagine you're like some form of law enforcement guy, and you get your assignment for the day, and they're like, "We need you to go take down this squirrel," and you're like, "What? My job today is to go take down a squirrel?" Like,
And kill the squirrel.
yeah.
Not even like
I wonder how they killed it.
save the squirrel. Like.
Wonder how they killed it.
Like we're taking the squirrel
Do they
who's
do, like,
living a fancy life.
Squirrel lethal
and
injection?
Killing the squirrel. Like,
Well, it's
that
world
is-
news now, so
It is world news.
I don't know if they're going to get away with it.
Elon was talking about it on Rogan the other day.
What?
Like,
Even
He's-
Elon.
Elon's
Let's
mad,
go.
Elon
Let's
was mad.
go.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Again,
Dang.
we have children
Serious.
out there fighting for their lives, and you're worried about a squirrel.
We have so much craziness going on in the world, and we're
I
taking
cannot-
time out of our day to squirrel hunt here.
Squirrels are cool.
I
Weird.
mean, we love the policemen, but there's just something
Listen,
that you have
those
to.
dudes are the recipients of bad order sometimes. You know?
Sometimes I think this is where karma comes
Some
in.
friggin'
This is why you gotta
bureaucrat
do things the right
told
way.
some poor guy, "Hey, go ruin this dude's squirrel life." You know.
Have you seen the squirrel living
weird.
in a happy life?
I'm telling you, just imagine the meeting that day where you're like, "Sir, we're doing what? We're doing what?"
I would be the person that'd be like, "I'm not doing it. You should probably fire me."
Yeah, they would.
That would be me.
True.
Yep, I'm out.
Yep.
And then I'd be on the news the next day being like, "I told them not to do this. I told you." Nobody wants to listen to me.
And then 24 hours later, nobody would care,
Nobody
and everybody
cared.
would move on with life.
Bull,
so.
you know me. I'd be all over the place.
Well, you would still care. But
I'd find a new squirrel. I would go to the guy. We would start saving squirrels. It would be a whole thing. I bet they're doing it. I didn't follow the story because it was a sad story. But if I followed it, I'm going to assume that they're going for squirrels for life.
Squirrels for life.
Squirrels for life. Let's fight for it. No, too far.
No, I'm not like a squirrel advocate. I just think it's
No,
government
yeah.
overreach. Like, it's pretty weird. Anyway, listen, Argonda,
Deal
find us
of
a
a
car.
week.
Find
You
us
have
a
a deal
car
of a
before we go
week.
off on this.
All
We're
right, there we
getting
go,
banned
guys.
on Facebook.
Here we go. Deals of the week,
Ooh, I
guys.
did
We have
see that
two
this
deals of the
morning.
week, actually. This is a white 2023 Clear Coat Crystal White 300S. Now, this thing has 4,652 miles. The white one does. The black one is a 2021 300S with only 34,000 miles on it. Both of these vehicles available right now at Finley Used Car Center down in Fort Mojave. Come on
They're
down
fire,
and
too.
grab one of these. They're nice.
I, mean,
I
you
like
can't take
them.
it in the snow,
Okay.
but you can drive it around.
So
here.
back in the day when I would go to auctions, we'd always be like, go grab a used car off the lot. And we didn't always have the best used cars to grab. But if we had a Chrysler 300,
That was it.
I knew I could fit in it. I
Oh,
could
they're
put all my
bigger,
crap
yeah.
in there. But you know what they used to have, and I don't know if the new ones do. They probably don't because they get rid of all the cool stuff. Is they had a cooled cup holder.
Oh, like you could put your soda in there,
So
and it
you
would,
go
your
to the
beverage
auction.
would stay
it's,
cool.
Yeah, it's ungodly hot, you know.
Yeah.
And so like you can.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was awesome.
Did it cool your buns as well?
Um,
The seat cooler and the cup
I
cooler?
don't know that it did. This was quite a few years ago.
That'd be
so,
genius.
Yeah. I got the cooled seats in my truck, and it just feels like cold, wet water running down your butt sometimes.
It's not really.
It's not
beneficial.
as great as you would think it would be, but anyway, it is
I do
officially.
appreciate the seat warmers.
yeah, seat
And
warmer in the morning
Tell me you
season.
don't appreciate the steering wheel seat, the warmer.
I do.
I do.
Yeah, I'm spoiled rotten. Every time I'm like, I'll just
Do you
get a basic
do your
truck, and
truck
then I'm
and-
like, oh yeah, I'm spoiled rotten.
Listen, you work hard for your money. Work hard for your money, so you better. Too far.
Oh, go ahead. Listen,
Um.
we'll clip that out. We'll make that a thing.
Got a new
All right.
reel coming.
Well, listen, guys. There's a million things going on today. You know, just the future of the world and the balance. No big deal.
Yeah,
Nothing major.
nothing major. Did anybody sleep last night? Was everybody panicked about it? Oh, well, listen, if you're smart like me, you were an early voter.
Very smart.
If not, sorry about your luck.
Yeah. So
Get out there and vote.
get out and vote. We will. We'll see if World War III breaks out tonight or not.
I would also
boy.
say do something nice for yourself today.
Like what?
I don't know.
Have some pizza.
Pizza.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
sometimes
that's-
just doing something nice for me is like rolling down the window, turning the music up, you know, hitting Loki in the morning. Loki and Bree play the best music. And some days, like I literally drove through work the other day. I don't even remember what song it was. And I was singing and pointing to everybody. They were like, Kristy, you just got me pumped up and ready to work. I'm like, I know that's what Loki and Bree do for me. Too far?
I listen to
Or I pray.
government squirrel
Sing or
stories on a
pray.
podcast in
Yeah,
the morning.
see, no,
so,
this is
yeah.
two very different.
Curse of being informed. Poor me.
I'm glad you keep me informed with
Hey,
all this
maybe
stuff.
we need to do a special edition later this week. Preview the playoff football games.
Can we have pizza?
For playoff football games?
If you're I only go to football stuff if I have some food. Super
not
Bowl,
sure.
I'm
Popcorn,
only
pizza,
going because of
something.
pizza.
You
some
go to all
snacks.
the high school games.
Well, those are because the kids are amazing.
That's the playoff games.
Oh, I thought you were talking real
you
football.
are way off today. Christy's head is like
I told
way
you.
over there. It's the middle of the regular season
Okay,
for the NFL.
yes. Okay. Start
God.
over. Yes. Yes. When's your guys'? Are we Tuesday, Wednesday?
So
or
what's
something?
actually really cool is that both teams qualified
Start
for a
off,
home
right?
playoff game.
Yeah.
River Valley will play at 3. Mojave will play at 7:30.
Oh, the same day?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, that's awesome if I could get the hell out of here. Go to like freaking 8 hours of football.
Golden.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, maybe we can reach out to Coach O and Coach King, get a little get their little
Little
2
something,
cents, and do a special show on maybe Friday morning. And
That is Wednesday?
what?
What day?
Friday.
Oh, Friday. Sorry.
Who are you? Where have you been? How much wine did you have at the Community Achievement Awards?
Twilight
Still
Zone.
haven't recovered. Why am I thinking
Lord.
Wednesday? I don't know. Carry on.
Anyway,
Shane,
maybe
you should have cut her off that night.
I don't know. She was having a good time. Well, whatever. But
I'm just gonna
anyway,
sit
maybe
here and
maybe we'll reach out
cry.
to both of them and maybe get them to shoot us a little 30-second video saying, "Hey, come out, watch our guys. We play whoever, do whatever. And, I'll tell you one thing that is surprising to me is you do get decent crowds, but it's 90% just families or students, which makes sense. But I'm really surprised that we have so much football success and
No fans.
no regular folks come out and are curious, like, wow, we have, Malcolm made playoffs. Obviously, Ravalli, Mojave made playoffs. Needles is a playoff team.
Nice.
Desert Star will be, like, their middle school had a playoff. Like, there's, in the general state of football, some good football coming out of this area.
Yeah.
And, get out and watch it.
Get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John started in his game
He
the
did?
other day, at Western Illinois.
Let's go, John.
He had like a, tackle for a loss that they put on their social media. And I was just scrolling through and it just popped up. It said Jonathan Williams, tackle for loss.
Did you want to cry?
And I
Like,
was
you're just
like, I reacted like it was live. I was like, let's go, so pretty cool.
It's good. It's so good to see kids succeed. It just really is.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Your baby boy, he's in his last few games.
Yeah.
Senior night was
well,
good.
that's the crazy thing about playoffs is every game could be your last one.
Yeah.
And, anyone who's ever played sports knows, like, when you have a regular season, that's all you ever promised. Playoffs are not promised. Your next play is not promised. Like,
yeah.
So, and I'll tell you,
Let's go.
he freaking played pretty well the other day.
Let's go. Well,
He got
he's back.
He got a couple videos where he just absolutely smashed a couple kids. And
probably just
it's
so
so
excited.
funny because, obviously he's my boy, but when he started out, he's 14 playing varsity football, and you're like, dear God, just survive. And then you're like, oh, he's doing all right. And you're like, all right, now make plays. And then, before you see it, he's a, 18-year-old and some poor young kid out there trying to stop him. And it's like
oh, sorry, kid.
boy, that
Sorry,
changes
kid.
so fast,
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I'm sure him having his injury moment, I'm sure him being out there is just like he just.
Yeah,
is
he seemed very
different.
tentative the first game, and he seemed not so tentative the second game.
He's ready.
So
Well,
I think he's
congratulations.
pretty fired up, motivated. So
Congratulations. All right. With that being said, God bless America.
God bless America. I wish we had the Team America World Police song queued up.
I know. We should.
America, heck yeah.
Should have told me. I would have had it ready.
Yeah, we would have definitely got banned for that.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Let's
do
go.
that. All right.
Let's
Have
get
a
this
good
day on
week.
with. Go vote.
We'll see you Thursday, huh?
Thursday. Maybe Friday. Maybe Friday.